Niger Delta Avengers, led by Tompolo, Ateka and Asari Dokubo, has vowed to join Biafra movement. They warn that Nigeria will be hunted down if the country is not disintegrated.
Onyame Jesus is still my name. You are a Hollywood actor and a top content creator. Share this video, and the video is getting along you. To salu mozia, adokwalo mozia, bam bam bam. Hey, ose tikwana. Nwanne nokwa ka o si akpọtụ n'oge nke ikpeazụ a. Hey, ị need watch video, ị need ikili fa. Mana ka ị na-ekili ka ị na-atụ salim ya ka o ju ụwa niile. Hey, Hausa agafego ọka. Ga n'ụzọ n'ọka, Hausa agafego ọka. Ngwa watch anya, watch.
Niger Delta Avengers, led by Tompolo, Ateka and Asari Dokubo, has vowed to join Biafra movement. They warn that Nigeria will be hunted down if the country is not disintegrated. As more pipelines continue to go on flames, the Ijaw nation have witnessed support to join Biafra movement, given the crisis targeted by Nigerian federal government on the Ijaw nation and Governor Fubara. Just yesterday, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers State, suspended the current Governor Fubara, and appointed a man loyal to him and Nyesom Wike as the sole administrator of the state. Meanwhile, in the spark of the conflict between Rivers State people and the federal government of Nigeria, former Niger Delta militants, including Tompolo, Ateke Tom, and Asari Dokubo, have warned the Nigerian government that continued oppression could force them to resume armed resistance. The militants urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to rein in the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, whom they accuse of political overreach and betrayal. There is unrest in Rivers State following Wike's political maneuvers, with calls for the president to allow Governor Siminalayi Fubara to complete his tenure without interference. The declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State is being criticized as unconstitutional, with legal experts and opposition voices condemning it. Some compare Tinubu's actions to past military-era decisions and warn that they could lead to a crisis similar to the Nigerian Civil War. A major oil pipeline has been blown up, raising concerns that renewed militancy could threaten Nigeria's oil revenues and national security. Global agencies and observers are monitoring the situation, warning that Nigeria's handling of the crisis could damage its international reputation. There is speculation that Igbo groups may align with Niger Delta if the crisis escalates, which could further destabilize the region. Tinubu is accused of weak and incompetent governance, with critics arguing that his decisions are worsening divisions within Nigeria. Some Niger Delta militants believe that continued government actions could accelerate the breakup of Nigeria, leading to further unrest and possible alliances among aggrieved ethnic groups. The Niger Delta Avengers have made a dramatic and provocative announcement that has captured the attention of many across Nigeria. In a declaration that has both alarmed government officials and stirred hopes among separatist sympathizers, the militants have pledged their allegiance to the Biafra movement. Leaders of this faction, including Tompolo, Ateka Tom, and Asari Dokubo, have stated that they will join the Biafra cause, and they have warned that Nigeria will be relentlessly pursued if the nation is not disintegrated. This warning is a stark reminder of the deep-rooted tensions and unresolved grievances that have long simmered in Nigeria, particularly in the Niger Delta region. In recent weeks, Nigeria has seen a resurgence of conflict in the oil-rich Niger Delta area, where pipelines have been repeatedly set ablaze. The Niger Delta, with its vast natural resources, has often been a flashpoint for militant activity, and the latest actions by the Niger Delta Avengers are the most significant in years. The militants argue that the government's policies have consistently marginalized the people of the Niger Delta, particularly the Ijaw nation, whose members have felt increasingly targeted by federal actions and the administration of Governor Siminalayi Fubara. As the pipelines continue to be sabotaged, the people of the Ijaw nation have voiced support for the Biafra movement, seeing it as a potential path toward redressing long-standing injustices. The political backdrop of these developments is as complex as it is contentious. Recently, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers State, a decision that has not only deepened regional rifts, but also led to the suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara. In a controversial move that has sparked heated debates, President Tinubu appointed Nyesom Wike, a figure known for his close association with the federal government, as the sole administrator of Rivers State. This decision has been widely criticized by legal experts, opposition leaders, and a significant segment of the populace. Many view the declaration of the state of emergency as an unconstitutional overreach of power, reminiscent of past military regimes, an act that threatens to push the country toward further fragmentation. The declaration of the state of emergency has added fuel to the fire. Critics have argued that President Tinubu's decision undermines democratic institutions and sets a dangerous precedent for the treatment of dissenting voices within the nation. Opposition figures have pointed out that the suspension of an elected governor undermines the will of the people, and there have been calls for the president to allow Governor Siminalayi Fubara to complete his constitutionally mandated term without interference.